90% of Americans don't consume adequate choline, and most have never heard of it. Choline wasn't even recognized as an essential nutrient until 1998, which explains why it's absent from many multivitamins and why dietary guidelines barely mention it. Yet it's critical for brain function, liver health, and fetal development. This knowledge gap is causing real harm, particularly to pregnant women and their babies. Choline serves multiple vital roles. It's a precursor to acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter essential for memory, learning, and muscle control. It's a component of cell membranes throughout your body. It's necessary for liver fat metabolism. Without adequate choline, fat accumulates in the liver, contributing to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. During pregnancy, choline is critical for fetal brain development, particularly neural tube closure and hippocampus development. The best dietary source is also one of the most vilified foods: eggs. One large egg provides about 150 milligrams of choline, roughly 1/3 of daily needs for most women. The choline is in the yolk, not the white, which is why egg white omelets are nutritionally inferior. Beef liver is extremely high in choline but not palatable to most people. Chicken, fish, and cruciferous vegetables provide modest amounts, but meeting needs from these alone is challenging. Only 10% of Americans meet adequate intake levels: 550 milligrams for men, 425 for women, 450 during pregnancy, and 550 while nursing. Plant-based diets make this exponentially harder since there are few good plant sources. Soy products provide some choline, but you'd need to consume large quantities. This is one area where vegans and vegetarians really struggle without supplementation. The pregnancy imperative is particularly concerning. Choline is essential for neural tube closure in early pregnancy, the same period when folate is critical. It's also vital for hippocampus development, which affects memory and learning throughout life. Studies show that higher maternal choline intake correlates with better cognitive outcomes in offspring. Yet most prenatal vitamins contain little or no choline, and most obstetricians never mention it. Pregnant and nursing women need substantially more choline than the general population, 450 to 550 milligrams daily, yet they're rarely informed of this. The developing fetus prioritizes its own choline needs, depleting maternal stores if intake is inadequate. This affects both mothers' cognitive function and liver health during and after pregnancy. Supplementation with phosphatidylcholine or choline bitartrate is an option when dietary intake is insufficient. Typical doses are 250 to 500 milligrams daily. Lecithin supplements provide phosphatidylcholine but in variable amounts. Check labels for actual choline content. Side effects are minimal at recommended doses, though very high doses can cause fishy body odor. There's a concern about TMAO, trimethylamine N-oxide, that deserves mention. Gut bacteria can convert choline to TMA, which the liver then converts to TMAO. Some research links high TMAO levels to cardiovascular disease risk. However, inadequate choline is also harmful, causing fatty liver and other problems. The relationship is complex and likely depends on individual gut microbiome composition. This shouldn't be used as an excuse to avoid choline-rich foods. The balance of evidence supports adequate choline intake. The liver connection is increasingly relevant given the epidemic of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Choline deficiency impairs the liver's ability to export fat packaged as VLDL particles, causing fat to accumulate in liver cells. Adequate choline supports normal liver fat metabolism. The supplement industry markets liver support products, many of which contain choline for this reason. Practical implementation for most people means eating eggs regularly. 2 to 3 eggs daily provides substantial choline along with high-quality protein and other nutrients. For those who don't eat eggs, supplementation becomes much more necessary, particularly for pregnant women, vegans, and people with fatty liver disease. This is a nutrient that fell through the cracks of nutritional science for decades, and we're still dealing with the consequences of that knowledge gap. Increased awareness and intentional dietary choices or supplementation can prevent deficiency. But first, people need to know choline exists and why it matters.